Art is parasitic on life, just as criticism is parasitic on art. The president is always abused. If he isn't doing anything. The only thing new in the world is the history you don't know. Selfishness and greed, individual or national, cause most of our troubles. Actions are the seed of fate, deeds grow into destiny. Experience has shown how deeply the seeds of war are planted by economic rivalry and social injustice. If I hadn't been President of the United States, I probably would have ended up a piano player in a bawdy house. I would rather have peace in the world than be president. If you don't have your own goals, you'll be doomed to work towards someone else's. Intense feeling too often obscures the truth. No one in the world can take the place of your mother. Right or wrong, from her viewpoint you are always right. She may scold you for little things, but never for the big ones. Of course, there are dangers in religious freedom and freedom of opinion. But to deny these rights is worse than dangerous. It is absolutely fatal to liberty. You cannot get all the facts from just one newspaper, and unless you have the facts, you cannot make proper judgments about what is going on. I have found the best way to give advice to your children is to find out what they want and then advise them to do it. You and I are stuck with the necessity of taking the worst of two evils or none at all. So I'm taking the immature Democrat as the best of the two. Nixon is impossible. Some of my best friends never agree with me politically. All my life, whenever it comes time to make a decision, I make it and forget about it. People are very much wrought up about the communist bugaboo. I never did give them hell. I just told the truth, and they thought it was hell. I do not believe there is a problem in this country or the world today which could not be settled if approached through the teaching of the Sermon on the Mount. In reading the lives of great men, I found that the first victory they won was over themselves. Self-discipline with all of them came first. Without a strong educational system, free of government control, democracy is crippled. Knowledge is not only the key to power, it is the citadel of human freedom. Not all readers are leaders, but all leaders are readers. Fame is a vapor. Popularity is an accident, riches take wings. Those who cheer today may curse tomorrow, and only one thing endures: character. There is some risk involved in action, there always is. But there is far more risk in failure to act. Keep working on a plan. Make no little plans. Make the biggest plan you can think of and spend the rest of your life carrying it out. Tact is the ability to step on a man's toes without messing up the shine on his shoes. If you can't convince them, confuse them. A president cannot always be popular. It is amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit. A pessimist is one who makes difficulties of his opportunities. And an optimist is one who makes opportunities of his difficulties. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. There are always a lot of people so afraid of rocking the boat that they stop rowing. We can never get ahead that way. A society will be judged by how it treats its weakest members. The only things worth learning are the things you learn after you know it all. The most peaceful thing in the world is plowing a field. Chances are you'll do your best thinking that way. As you get older, you get tired of doing the same things over and over again. So you think Christmas has changed. It hasn't. It's you who has changed. When you have an efficient government, you have a dictatorship. Leadership has the ability to get men to do what they don't want to do and like it. Men make history and not the other way around. It's a recession when your neighbor loses his job. It's a depression when you lose your own. Most of the problems a president has to face have their roots in the past. Well, I wouldn't say I was in the great class, but I had a great time while I was trying to be great.